Okay, you guys, I've been gone for a little while, and I just can't seem to keep my mouth closed about this one because I got an interesting phone call about our girl Wendy Williams. And, I like to report entertainment news with a conscience. So I'm going to try to keep it clean as best as possible. Stay with me. So I'm grabbing my notebook because I don't want to miss anything. So at this point, you're up to date if you've been following along all things Wendy Williams. And I know there's some of you out there that don't like her, don't care for her. I get it. That's your business. And then there's others who are true Wendy watchers, Wendy fans. How you doing? Well, we need to take these how you doing hands, turn them into fists and start banging the doors down. Because at this point, I feel like we've all been watching this train wreck unfold, and way too many people are just excited to see little pieces and glimpses of her. And I just, I've been sitting back and I've been watching the TV and I've been watching the different reports. And the problem that I'm having is I'm not seeing enough people just completely outraged when they see her pressed up against the window at this care facility in Manhattan in her underwear, crying with the phone in her hand. I think, you guys forget about those moments and see her riding around in her blinged out scooter. Oh, Wendy, she sounds amazing. Does she though? Does she? And I don't know if, the people out there who sit on these blogs and they talk entertainment news, I don't know if you all are too afraid to admit what you're seeing, if you're just riding on the coattails of each other and no one is really talking about Wendy doesn't really sound the same. She sounds better than the ridiculous ass documentary, if you can even call it that Lifetime put out last year or something like that, or the year before. Was it last year in 2024? That was a train wreck. Something just doesn't feel right. Do you know what I'm saying? Because if Wendy Williams was in her absolute right mind, she would have never okayed something of that sort, of her looking completely nuts, eyes bulging out of her face, her demanding her liquor, you know what I'm saying, from the people on there. Like, there's no way she would have okayed something like that. So let's really talk about it, okay? Now, after that mess of a production, Wendy sold her condo. Okay, so just a quick edit. This lady in this photo with Wendy, her name is Sabrina Morrissey. This woman is the appointed guardian to Wendy Williams. She, in fact, sold Wendy's condo, not Wendy herself. This lady sold Wendy's condo, sold it for profit. Where is that money? Question mark, question mark, question mark. She's the one that sold the condo. Wendy went missing and then popped up at Coterie, the living facility. And she went missing for quite some time, only to pop up at this luxury senior facility, the one that she called a glorified hotel room, a luxury prison, basically. She popped up here. Now, if you know anything about this, or if you don't, the name of the place where she's at is called Coterie. It's over in the Hudson Yards in New York City. They have two. There's one in the Hudson Yards in New York City, and there's one in San Francisco in California. She's in the one in New York. This place, the starting rate for a basic studio is $13,400 a month. That's just the monthly fee for you to stay there. I believe Wendy is in a studio because she talks about how small it is. So I don't know, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't know if she's in a one bedroom or not, but nonetheless, that is what the starting rate is. They have a bunch of things, activities, and so on and so forth. But when she has talked to us in the media, you know what I'm saying, and we've seen her on the TV, she says she does not leave her room. She's in that room all day, does not leave. So I don't know if it's by choice that she doesn't leave her room to go and engage in anything. I don't, you know what I'm saying? She talks about how it's just a bunch of old people, which it is. It's a senior care facility. And she is on the memory floor. Now, if you remember, this little fake ass doctor, okay, they diagnosed her with frontal lobe dementia or something like that. Now, with that, this woman by the name of Amanda, I'm going to get to Amanda. Remember the name Amanda, because I'm about to expose some stuff about Amanda and a guy named Aaron. Okay, remember that, Amanda and Aaron. Now, this scandal with Aaron and Amanda. Amanda is a dementia specialist at Coterie. She is well respected, I say that quite loosely, with the upper management and everybody up here at Coterie, and they've moved her based on her qualifications, trust within the country, or are they all in collusion with each other? If you understand what I'm saying. Okay, so another quick edit, ladies and gentlemen, this is Amanda. It was just brought to my attention that Amanda has recently been fired from the Coterie Group, allegedly, along with her little side piece, Aaron. Everyone say hi to Amanda. To be continued on this scandal with Aaron and Amanda. Hi, Amanda. But Amanda she's been there, and I can't imagine that, from what I understand, that she did to Wendy, she hasn't done to the other people there. Now, there's some photos, some explicit photos of our girl. And this isn't looking too good. This is a violation of human rights. This is an absolute violation of human rights. And when you see Wendy crying with her palms pressed against that window, you can't help but think, what the hell is really going on in there? And with all of what is happening to Wendy, somebody's gonna die. It feels that way. It's really giving a lot of that movie, I Care a Lot. I saw that movie. I can't remember what streaming site I watched that movie on, and it scared me. It's scary to know that these facilities, these people exist that can literally take you or your loved one and torture you for the rest of your life, steal your money, get rid of all of your assets, isolate you from your family and friends, and completely throw you into delirium. Like, literally, they will put you there. They will drug you up. They will make you feel crazy. They will isolate you from the world, feed you whatever, not feed you, take photos of you. Meanwhile, these are people that have their own families, but then creating scandals at work, Amanda and Aaron. Now, you're probably wondering who Aaron is. Aaron is the maintenance worker. There's nothing wrong with a maintenance man. Listen, your little love affair at work is your business, not ours. But at the end of the day, when you're married with kids, Amanda, with a set of twins and a husband, Aaron, I don't really know that much about you, but I promise you, I can find out. The problem that I'm having is the maintenance worker knows a lot. How many of you live in an apartment unit and you come home with a note on your door talking about, we need to enter your apartment between these hours to fix the boiler or fix this or do that or whatever, and you're just like, okay, whatever. Sometimes you're not even home. That's why you have cameras to watch them. But the maintenance workers know just as much, if not more, than everybody else. So imagine Amanda, the dementia specialist, and Aaron, the maintenance worker, clicking up and doing crazy things to the residents in that luxury facility. Between stealing money, taking photos, because I have all those documents. And these are things that are on the table that they did to Wendy over there. So when you see Wendy Williams pressed up against the window, crying in her underwear, while some of you who don't like her probably laughing, thinking that's your karma, I need you to realize that this can literally happen to you. It can literally happen to your family member, your friends, your loved ones. So this is more than a fight for our girl Wendy and her privacy and justice. This is a bigger fight. I'm a mother, okay? I'm a daughter. Wendy is a mother. She has a child. Her father is still living, okay? And I'm a woman. I'm a black woman. I'm a black woman in the media space. I can't sit back. Whether you like her or not, I think this is a bigger fight than just being a Wendy Williams fan. Do you know what I'm saying? This is a fight for our families. This is a fight for our human rights. She was violated. These photos, this is an absolute violation. The HIPAA violation. This woman that, your family member is in a facility that you're supposed to trust, and this woman who's the dementia specialist, the things that they're doing, this maintenance man, there's something wrong in your apartment. You're thinking, okay, come and fix it, and you're being violated. So there's no way that Coterie is just sitting back totally in the dark, not knowing what is going on. There's something going on, and I really feel, unfortunately, my intuition, it doesn't feel good seeing her standing at that window in her underwear crying the way she was. There's something else going on. Why is she being blocked from spending time with her family? Why is it that she cannot make phone calls out? She can only receive phone calls. Why is it that just for her to go downstairs and get fresh air, she has to ask to go downstairs when they have all of these activities on their grounds for the residences to do, for the residents to do? There's a lot going on here, and while you all protested in New York and you protested in Los Angeles, that's cute. But what happened? Where did it go? We need to do more. Wendy paved the way for a lot of people. Wendy Williams walked so we all can run and fly, make money, make a career, and do this. Now, I'm going to get a phone call tomorrow with more information, and I will make sure to come back on and update you with every single key detail that I have, because we got to get our girl out of there and get her straight.